Hi guys, Hello Mirror meets everybody. It's MicheleMarieDalene. Today, of course, is the Thursday. It's the I'm not sure exactly what the date is. I know that the first is Saturday. There's 30 days in the month, and I know that much. I believe. Let's see. Say maybe the 28th. Maybe the 29th. I think it's the 29th. Yeah, it's the 29th because Friday's the 30th. Okay, thanks a lot. Today, of course, is the, one of the cooler days. We want to let you know that, it's getting closer to that time when we need to, here in the northern hemisphere, prepare to bundle up. Because it's going to get cold now at night. It's not going to stay warm anymore. So you're going to want to start wearing autumn and winter clothing to prevent hypothermia. Now, in the last few years, I have done many videos on this topic. And I'm not going to stop. Because first of all, as a weather stewardess, it is my job to also educate and to inspire, and that means is that also sharing information with you to help you have a happy, healthy, productive life. And the most important thing is you better make sure to start dressing warmly, because as the temperatures are going to start to drop, it's going to be harder for your body to produce enough heat to keep itself from going into hypothermic shock, which is not good. Okay, hypothermia is a killer. Your body gives you plenty of warning signs before it does anything like succumbs to the cold. But unfortunately, especially if you're homeless, that's a problem, because you know as well as I do that homeless people may not have access to those resources to keep warm in the cold weather. They may not have a blanket to sleep with. They may not have a jacket. Or if they do, it may not be adequately heavy enough to protect them from the elements. I want to remind every single person to make sure this year to donate to your local charity organizations to make sure that the homeless in your community are provided with adequate, warm, and suitable clothing for this winter time. Cold can be a real killer. In fact, it's more lethal than heat in most cases, because the fact is, at least with heat, you're not likely to freeze to death. Yeah, if it gets hot enough, you can get sick too, but that's not a main issue in the wintertime. The wintertime is the opposite. The temperature goes down too low, you get frostbite and frost nip on your fingers and toes, which is pretty bad. Frostbite is seriously bad, but it does happen. And so people need to dress warmly. Now, it's still early autumn, so, I mean, you guys are getting some time now to prepare to get yourself some nice winter clothing and stuff like that, because this winter is going to be even colder than last year. And I'm not going to lie about it. It's a serious issue. Please bundle up, okay? Make sure you and your family are well provided for. And make sure if you know any homeless people that needs a jacket, a scarf, some sleeping stuff, come on guys, let's be honest here. You sleep the sleeping muffin on the doorways, okay? A lot of them, especially in the urban environments. They need something to sleep with, to wrap themselves with, to keep themselves warm at night. It's not going to be a very easy thing to do when you're laying on top of concrete, which absorbs your heat like a sponge. It leaches it right out of your body. And that's something you need to consider. So, if you don't know anybody personally that can use your help, please consider making donations to your local charitable organizations to help those in need, such as the Salvation Army, the Goodwill, and even some local ones. And of course, in England, I think you can go to Oxfam. They will help you in providing the needs for people who need, such as hope for shelter and bedding materials to keep warm this winter. So please consider donating to your local charities and helping them so they can help the others in need. Likewise, here at the Open Door Soup Kitchen, we can always use more donations to help feed many of the homeless and the down and out to come in here. There's so many people that need meals, and there's just so much resources going around. Until Donald Trump wins, we have to just accept the fact that Obama has done everything he can to destroy and discredit the non-for-profit 501c3s that go out to help the community at large. Please help us to help them, which makes things better for everybody, not just one or the other. And like I said, this winter is going to be rough, so make sure to keep that in mind. There are people that are going to definitely need every bit of help they can get. Now, I wanted to talk about briefly about some other things, which isn't as important as that. That's why that is going to be the main title of this video. But we're going to talk briefly about other things too. I got the Raspberry Pi working with Kodi. I mentioned that in my video, which I did yesterday. Oh, actually, I did it 2 days ago. It just took a while to load because I had some problems, which weren't really the computer's fault. It was more operator's fault, but okay. After I got it uploaded, it was all set. First thing is I noticed that with my internet, is that Kodi just, when I try to watch videos from the UK, it will either skips, like stutters, or it doesn't even bother you and successfully manage to download the videos. Sometimes I don't even get an error message. It just doesn't do anything. And watching the data trends go through the network, it looks like the problem may be my bandwidth is just not fast enough to do proxies. Okay, fine. So I'm going to have to work on that some more and try to improve on it. But I haven't tried it recently with the T-Mobile, but I will definitely give it a try. However, this month I am almost out of data, so yeah, I'm going to have to definitely save some bits. What's going on with the data program? I don't really know yet. Sorry, I don't know. But I would suspect that one of the things that's still going to go on is that we're going to, me and Lemmy have talked about this concept for months, is we do like the ability to upload videos directly from my phone when I'm at the soup kitchen, especially if it's something that's really a big video, a lot of parts to it. We want to go ahead and watch those video clips in our, applications when we're not always near the house Wi-Fi. And that's where the MiFi comes in, because my phone is only an iPhone 4S. As I said last night, I put the BlackBerry to bed for a while because I wanted to use the iPhone 4S because I have such a huge chunk of available data. I mean, I got another 6 gigabytes of data and data stash I can use right now to do videos and things like that. And, so yeah, that's a lot of data just to do nothing, right? So, because we both know that the BlackBerry doesn't really use a lot of data, so, but thanks to the power of the fact that it's GSM, I was able to swap the SIM chip out between the two phones, and of course I put it in my iPhone, and likewise, when I'm in a BlackBerry mood, I swipe it out, and my iPhone would have been in the BlackBerry, and, that's what I can do. That's the power of the technology. Okay. Now, the only thing is that BlackBerry is closing their hardware division, and they're going to being a software-only company. That's better. I can get some sunlight when I was sitting in the dark there. They're going to be going into becoming a software company, and so. Do I miss my BlackBerry? Well, it depends. I mean, like I said before, the problem with the BlackBerry is that the BlackBerry is not really good for modern applications, and the reason is because the modern BlackBerry applications don't exist on the curve or the bold, okay? So if you want to do something with minor style, but play township, as I call it, town shit. I hate the game. I think it's kind of one of those stupid games. But anyway, okay, or even Nickel Semi, or even something like that. That doesn't exist on BlackBerry. Okay, that's a sad reality. So if you want the modern stuff, you gotta get a modern phone. I would like a keyboard on my phone. Thank you very much. I really would. I can use a Bluetooth keyboard. Right now, the biggest problem is my arm is hurting because it's like, I should have brought my bracket stand with me. I didn't think I was going to do a big long video. So, that's how I usually lay it on the table, but that's a dark spot at the table. I'm sorry about that. You can't help that. It's dark outside because the sun, and it could come out, is bouncing against the cloudbirds on the house across the street. See? The problem is where I'm getting the sunlight is there's a tree there, and I'm not getting that sunlight over here for that reason because I got a tree. The leaves are starting to change on it, but for the most part they're still green with lots of chlorophyll, so they're kind of absorbing the sun, so they're not reflecting it back towards the camera. And off me and into the camera, so that kind of sucks. But no matter. Anyway, I'll do a more detailed video this afternoon. As I said, I'm waiting for the keyboard for the Raspberry Pi. Once it comes, we will do a demo with that, and I will show you the Raspberry Pi, which now is plugged. This looks like a giant Ruby Goldberg contraption. It's plugged into my television on my in my living room, and it works fine and everything. But I really kind of thinking is, it's kind of meh, it's kind of just like a lot of wires and stuff all over the place, so it's kind of meh, definitely meh. But still, I'm going to put it in a nice little box somehow to keep the cats and kids out of the hardware, because it is delicate, it's just a little tiny box, and I'm thinking about finding a small little hobby box, maybe out of plastic or metal, and then just mount everything inside. The power supply can be screwed to the base of the box. The USB hub can be screwed to the base of the box, or even using double-sided tape. The Raspberry Pi can be attached to the bottom of the box using Velcro, heavy-duty Velcro, or I can take it out of its little case, but I don't really want to do that. It keeps it safe from static discharge, and that's a pretty big reason to keep it in the little case that I put it in the first place. And so that it would be able to provide for safety to prevent cats and kids from getting into the Raspberry Pi and getting hurt. That's an issue. But there's a lot of ideas we can do, and I'm looking into them. Alright, so that's it for now. I'll talk to you later. Please keep in mind what I said at the beginning of the video, because that is the most important thing of all. Please make sure to keep yourself warm, stay safe, stay out of trouble, and stay dry. Because you don't want to get wet when it's cold and windy, because unfortunately that will even absorb heat out of your body even faster, which definitely will hasten hypothermia big time. So make sure to be warm and dry. And if you have a buddy, and I don't mean for intimacy, but it may think that way. If you do got a partner anyway, snuggle up. It'll help. With two bodies next to each other, it'll produce a lot of BTUs, and it'll help prevent from hypothermia from freezing to death. Shared warmth is better than no sharing at all, right? So think that in mind this cold winter. Alright guys, talk to you later. Good night.